And the ranking has changed for weapons from best to worst. So let's start off with ball. We got Baller, disable sword slot, +1 ball damage. Cannonball, you could hit spiked and flaming enemies. Fireball, you could burn them for multiple turns. Minimize lowers their attack by 2. Comatose puts them to sleep, hitting them will wake them up. Line bounce hits every enemy on the field. Damage could drop till 2, and snowball chills enemies. And freaking once they get unfrozen, they take some damage. So ball didn't get like anything in demo 5, but line bounce and snowball are the only two things you need here. Line bounce and snowball, like line bounce, you could just maximize its damage by using charge, and then snowball is just good to like if you need to free somebody or just kill them by doing like 8 damage or something. So ball, it didn't get anything, but it's still putting up a fight. But it's the 4th. It's the worst weapon in the game, but it's not even that bad compared to the 3rd one, which we're about to get into right now. Alright, then we got Slingshot. Slinger, direct defense, pierce for Slingshot, disables ball. Firecrackers, splash damage adjustment, costs 3 SP, hits a maximum of 4 pellets. Power shot goes through defense, and Slingshot replaces its sword for +2 defense. And now Slingshot is the 3rd weapon in the game. It's not good. Like I thought firecrackers would make it good, but let me show y'all why. That's just not the case here. Alright, so look at this. I have 2 slingers on. Increases direct defense pierce of the Slingshot by 2. So that sounds good. Because look, he has 2 defense, and I could just Slingshot to kill him right now. See, that's good right there. But the thing that makes Slingshot just not good is this. Because look, so I pierce his defense because I have 2 slingers on, and I also have one slinger on because I have 2, obviously. So if I firecrackers, it should hit both of them because I have 2 slingers on and he only has 1 defense. But if I firecrackers, it only hits the first one. So because of that, it's just so okay, really? Because firecrackers and slinger are not a good match for each other, it doesn't make sense. Because even if this 1 defense guy had like another 1 defense guy near him, and I hit the 1 defense guy like right here, it still wouldn't hit him just because he has 1 defense. The only way firecrackers hits multiple targets is if the ones beside the one you're hitting doesn't have defense. And it can't even hit all 4. It just hits 3. So, like, that makes everything useless. Because Slinger is useless now because Power Shot exists. We don't need Slinger if Power Shot exists. And Firecrackers with Slinger isn't good. So freaking Slinger becomes useless because Firecrackers is useless with Slinger. So that's why Slingshot is the 3rd weapon in the game. Because Slinger becomes useless because it doesn't pair well with Firecrackers. That's the reason. It's basically as if Slingshot only has these 2 cards. It's just so stupid, bro. But yeah, so it's ball number 4, Slingshot number 3. Let's get on to number 2. Before we move on to number 2, there's something I forgot to talk about in Slingshot. Its new action command with anti-up is like the hardest thing ever, and I know you don't need anti-up for Slingshot, because it could cap up to 8 without anti-up. You just gotta put on like Aggressor and Knight. But its action command is like the hardest out of all the weapons in the game. And its animation is also the longest. So, like, I'm not trying to sit there forever just hitting him with like 8 pellets. That's why when I use Slingshot, I just spam Power Shot, because it's just one giant pellet and I don't have to sit through that animation. But yeah, those are just add-ons to its already stupidness. I'm so mad about how Slingshot is right now. But let's get on to number 2. Alright, number 2 we have Sword. Knight, +1 sword damage, disables ball. Daze, can dizzy the target, hits the one behind them for half damage. Softener goes through defense fully now. Infect does +1, you hit them and then poison gets applied to them. Sword Toss hits flying enemy. Power Stab does +1 damage. So in this demo, we get the new sword upgrade, and Power Stab is an easier action command. It's not -50%, it's -30% now. So Power Stab with anti-up is now not as hard. Sword Toss is just good for sword because you can hit flying enemies. Infect is still bad, just don't have it on if you're using sword, because you don't need to apply any status to the enemy, especially if it's just the front one, because it can't hit anyone you want. It always targets the first one. So Infect is just bad. Softener is just like, just have it just because. If you ever run into something with like 10 defense, because some enemies could do that, just use it and kill them. Or just hit them, because it's mostly bosses that could do that. Or just like lower the defense for the Slingshot or the ball. In like the duo. In a duo playthrough, have Softener. Daze with charge on is so good. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Alright, so look at this. I'm a charge. I first struck him for +2. I charge for +2. You can have more than one charge on. I only have one charge, so that's why I only did +2, but you could do +4. So it would be +2 from the first strike, +4 from the charge, and then I use Daze. Yeah. I didn't have anti up there, and it did 8 and 4. So if I had anti up and aggressor, it would have I'm pretty sure it would have killed both of them. And I only had one charge in mind. So if I had 2 charges, anti-up, aggressor, and knight, it would have killed both of them. So not only does Daze just pair so well with charge, knight, anti-up, aggressor, all the damage stuff with Daze is just like the best combo ever. And like, yeah, knight does +1 damage. But so sword also has 50% defense pierce. So if an enemy has like 4 defense, they only really have 2 defense. So you literally just like softener them to lower their defense by 2, and then just use sword, and now they basically have like no defense. And sword toss can freaking hit like anything. So say the thing in like the freaking middle has like 2 defense, and your poor little slingshot buddy can't do anything, you could just clear it up for them. Sword is just like, I think sword might be like the most balanced weapon in this game. I really like sword, especially because of the new upgrade. But let's get into the bestest weapon in the game. And here we are with Rocket Launcher, still number 1, more broken than it was in Demo 4. We got Launcher, replaces ball, does splash damage, applies level 1 defense down, hit marker. You use it on the freaking target, and then whenever you hit them again, you will heal yourself for 1. Bombardment, hits every enemy on the field, pierces up to 2 defense, and Rocket Man, +1 direct defense pierce for Launcher, disables sword. So Rocket Man and Bombardment literally are just like the goated ass combo, because now you do up to 3 defense pierce with bombardment. And it hits every enemy on the field, you know? Something that Slingshot can't do, you know? Firecracker should be able to, like, hit 3 enemies on the field no matter what without the stupid slinger on, or with just 1 slinger on. It's just annoying how freaking Rocket Launcher gets everything. It's like they're not even trying to balance Rocket Launcher. It's just obviously number 1, and I don't want to hear freaking exhaustion now is a thing, because Rocket Launcher has like the second easiest action command right behind Ball. But let me get into why Hit Marker is the most broken thing ever when I thought it had 0 potential. Alright, so now look at this. Hit Marker, Hit Marker, Hit Marker. And now, if I use Bombardment, look at my HP. Look, you see that? +1, +1, +1. So, to make, frickin'... Why is he not dead? What? What? Okay. Well, to make Rocket Launcher more balanced, the more people you have Hit Marker on, the more you'll heal for. So, I'm gonna get back to Trinity and keep talking. Alright, so we just saw Hit Marker go into action. I thought it had no potential, but apparently it has the most potential. And you could get 2 of them. You could get one from the, like, Banished Knight in the Manor, and you could get one from the castle behind me to the right. The right of the castle where you get Rocket Man, you could get another Hit Marker, and now it applies to them for 5 turns. So you just have all the time in the world to just keep using it on like every enemy. So you could heal up to like 4, and then Bombardment could make sure you hit all 4 enemies. So everything in Rocket Launcher combos together. Hit Marker combos with normal launcher, because say you hit 3 people with Hit Marker and you're getting low, just use normal launcher because its splash is broken as hell and will just hit everything. I don't care that the damage is only 2, because Hit Marker, all you need to do is at least 1 damage to them. Hit Marker with Bombardment is good, because if you hit all 4 enemies with Hit Marker, then you could just use Bombardment to freaking heal 4 HP back while damaging them. And Rocket Man is good because it does direct defense pierce with Launcher, even though Launcher already does -1 defense. And Bombardment already does freaking 2 defense pierce. Like, I'm convinced they're not even trying to balance Rocket Launcher, because it's so broken. Like, the exhaustion, if they really think the exhaustion was enough, oh my god, they could not have been so wrong. Because the action command is so easy to hit. Even if you get exhausted though, freaking, look at how much BP, 2, 1, 1, 1. Even if you do get hit with exhaustion, you have so much BP to like put on defense and stuff to make sure you don't die. Like, if you die with freaking Rocket Launcher, that's crazy. The only way I could think you could die with Rocket Launcher is in the pit. But yeah, Rocket Launcher is broken. Sword is really balanced. Slingshot is just hard mode weapon at this point. And Ball, it's gonna come up in Demo 6. I bet you in Demo 6, the Ball is gonna go... The Ball? The list is gonna go Slingshot number 4, Ball number... No, Sword number 2, Ball... What? Slingshot number 4, Sword number 3, Ball number 2, Rocket Launcher number 1. Because I'm pretty sure in Demo 6 we might get the next Ball upgrade. Because Demo 6 is going to be the final demo before the final demo. Like, Demo 7 is the end of the game. So Demo 6 is going to prepare us as much as we can for the end of the game. So maybe everything will get buffed in Demo 6 so that we could have a good time fighting the mysterious figure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the next Ball upgrade is going to make Ball go from 4th to 2nd. And the next Ball upgrade is going to increase Rocket Launcher's damage, just like how the Sword upgrade increased Slingshot's damage this demo. So yeah, just buff Rocket Launcher more, because it definitely needs it. But yeah, that's the rank of all the weapons. You got Launcher number 1, Sword number 2, Ball No, Slingshot number 3, Ball number 4. And Slingshot and Ball are like neck and neck right now, so if you really want to just pick between Slingshot or Ball, just pick whichever one you like the most, because it's not a big difference at all. Like, the difference between them is like, freaking, Slingshot is like a 5 out of 10, and Ball is like a 4.9 out of 10. Like, that's the difference between them right now. They're literally so tied. But something else I want to talk about before I end the video is the Wind Force. In my playthrough, I said that the Wind Force is like the worst sword ever, and I don't think it is the worst sword ever, because the Wind Force, hold up, the Wind Force deals 5 damage, infects slow on all enemies for 2 turns, and applies level 3 defense down for 5 turns. Costs 3 sword energy. So the Wind Force isn't the best, but it's not the worst. But I was dissing on it like it was the worst. I called it like the worst sword ever, like it's stupid. But no, Wind Force is actually decent, and it's really good with Slingshot. Because if you use the Wind Force with Slingshot, it does level 3 defense down, which means firecrackers can basically hit anything now. Because I don't think enemies don't get more than 3 defense. That's kind of crazy. Unless they use like a charge for 10 defense like some bosses do. But Wind Force with Slingshot is good, and the slow that it applies to every enemy is also really good, because that's basically giving you like a 3rd turn. So Wind Force, it's not as bad as I thought. I just wanted to say that. Like, I don't think you should charge to get Wind Force, but I think if you have enough sword energy to use it, then use it over Firebrand. Unless like the enemies are gonna die to a Firebrand Venom Shank, then just do that combo instead of Wind Force. But Wind Force, it's got its situations, just like Firecrackers does. Because Firecrackers could become an actual good card if it got the right setup. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Balancing in this game does not make sense. Rocket Launcher is easily the baby mode of this game. Slingshot is definitely like the hard mode of this game. Sword is the average mode, and then Ball is like the freaking don't use it mode, because they're waiting to make it better than Slingshot again. That's what they're doing. I don't know what the devs have against the Slingshot. But anyways, I'll see you guys.